So the biggest thing that I wanted to learn about you, Miss Alicia, can you please introduce yourself and share with everyone like the business that you're involved in and a little bit of the background as far as you being a homeschool mom?
Sure. So I'm Alicia Enquist. Been married to my best friend Justin for 11 years, and been here in the Roanoke area for the same amount of time. So we have a couple businesses. We have Enquist Enterprises, and we do kitchen and bath remodels, whole house remodels, that kind of thing. And then we also do, we have a group of investors, and we are getting into more multifamily properties, buying those. We've done some flips and we have some rentals and different things. So just lots of real estate, house kind of things. I'm actually from Omaha, Nebraska, and my mom homeschooled us since I was in 5th grade. So when Justin and I started having children, we kind of knew that was the direction that we wanted to go anyway, is homeschooling. And now a lot of people are homeschooling.
I know it's crazy times, and it's really amazing everything that you all have going on for you. What has been your take on this this virus issue and the pandemic and the fear that's going on in our community, and your outlook on how to affect small businesses? That's a big concern right now, as well as homeschooling. Like in that field, your life hasn't really changed in the fact that you still homeschool your children. And I'm very curious about those two things, and it's been a insistent need in the community of, hey, I need help, or hey, this is a concern. So what's your take on it?
So as far as small businesses, I mean, it is an interesting time. I don't know, exactly how it will all play out. And I know for each business, it's different. I know a lot of restaurants and things are closed down. My thought is, and as far as our business, we're still, up and running. We're still working on houses. It's obviously slowed down some, and we have some of our people that, we're just trying to get projects done quickly. Others are kind of putting some stuff on hold. So, it's definitely affected us. We have a couple of our employees that, and I think this is a really important thing, is each person kind of needs to decide where they're at with everything and what they're comfortable with, instead of blanket statement for a whole company saying this is exactly what you need to do. It's been more, what's going on. What do you feel comfortable with? We have a couple of older people that work in our office, and it's a very easy thing for them to move home, and do it all from home. So that's great. So they're in that transition right now of moving it all to home. Others, that are out, the actual technicians out working on jobs. So far, they've felt very comfortable. I mean, it's just, going, a lot of times it's a vacant home or, whatever. So we're kind of leaving it up to people and really monitoring the situation closely. I definitely, my husband and I both feel like this is not a time to fear and panic. It's a time to, be aware of what's going on and take it all in and be prepared. Which honestly, we've kind of had this mentality since we got married, just, hey, things happen. And so, we've talked about and played out different scenarios in our mind through the 11 years being married of, what if, and let's just have some things on hand, and let's, just kind of thought through some of those things. So on one hand, I don't feel like this is a big surprise. It's more of we were anticipating something coming at some point in time, and exactly how it'll play out again, nobody knows. But I don't think it's ever a time to give into fear and anxiety and just, to be totally honest, yes, I have my moments of, what will the world look like? But on the other hand, I feel like it's been an opportunity to kind of quiet some of the other hubbub and stuff going on and just really hone in and focus on getting our lives more in order, kind of stepping back. I mean, even practical things like, who has time to clean off their desk or, work on those little projects around the house that need to be done, and just, really getting our house in order. And then, this is going to pass. And I feel like with everything that comes, there's always opportunity. And so, you know, especially as a small business, I feel like you always need to be changing and adapting your target market, your, you know, what's the economy doing? What's different things like that. And so on one hand, we're kind of used to that of, all right, what worked 10 years ago doesn't work today, you know? And so I feel like it's another opportunity for that of, you know, we'll see, but it could go this way. So let's get prepared in this way and, you know, get set up with this and just think out of the box and be creative. And, you know, if you're writing a book, if it's developing courses, I mean, we all have ideas of different things. So this is the chance, you know, this is our big opportunity to start living some of those things and doing them. Homeschooling, it hasn't changed much for us. Although I do have to say, I feel like the kids kind of pick up so much on how we respond. And so, you know, there's been days, a couple days ago, my 2-year-old was just, I mean, she just wanted to be held. She was clinging. I'm thinking, what? She's picking up on, you know, just the stress and the unknown and things like that. So I think homeschooling, I need to remember each and every morning, you know, prepare myself personally. I love to do my gratefulness journal. I love to spend some time in the Word and just praying and just, you know, preparing myself because that sets the tone for my house. And yeah, we just keep homeschooling, learning life together. I heard somebody recently say, you know, it's kind of funny to think how we respond to this is going to be part of our kids' history, you know, as they talk about their life. How did you as a family respond to this? You know, how did you make it through the coronavirus? And it's going to be part of their story. And so, you know, I get to help write that chapter and in how I'm responding and helping them and guiding them through it. And, you know, we have the news on occasionally, but honestly, we're very careful. Justin listens to more. I can't do too much, or I start, you know, even Facebook, and just, you know, really guarding my mind and where I allow it to go, what I'm listening to, you know. And that's why, again, this is a great time to, even though we homeschool, we still have a lot of activities that we do outside of the home. And obviously those have been canceled for right now. So, you know, we do have extra time at home. And so fill in those times with reading good books, being creative, creating things that, you know, I've wanted to for a long time, cleaning things, doing projects, even with the kids that we never get to, listening to podcasts, you know, the last several mornings, especially, I'm like, I just need to fill my mind with positive, life-giving, encouraging, you know, people we get through this. And I was listening to one yesterday that was blowing my mind, just, you know, what they're anticipating in the next 10 years in technology and different things. And anyway, things like that just keep me excited and uplifted. And, you know, so it's really important what we're allowing in our mind, and what we're guarding and protecting.
So how have you actually approached your children explaining why things are canceled, why events need to be held on? Like, how are you talking to your children about it? I don't think I've heard so far from different moms how they are personally approaching the household in this way. So right. How have you been doing that, literally?
So we've kept it really, I mean, okay. So again, we've kind of prepared, we have emergency food that we've collected over the years, you know, and so we've told the kids, you know, things happen and there's natural disasters and, you know, you see things, you read things, whatever. And so, again, our response to it of not panicking, but just, hey, we have this opportunity, you know, there's a sickness going around and we wash our hands more. I mean, it's been a good reminder of this is how long you wash your hands. This is what it looks like to wash your hands. And, you know, just, again, it's not a panicky, it's just there's a sickness and they want to protect, and, you know, we're going to stay home and keep our germs at home and keep others away. And, just keeping it very vague for them. Mm-hmm. Again, you know, if the news is on, it's at night. Like, they don't watch any of that kind of stuff. It's just, you know, it's our response. And they really haven't, I don't know, they haven't asked too many questions. Again, our life hasn't changed that much other than their extracurricular classes being canceled, you know? And even those, I'm so grateful. There's so many opportunities to do it all online right now. You know, their karate classes are online, dance classes are like, I mean, you know, so we're just doing it at home now. and playing outside as much as possible. And so, yeah, I mean, we haven't talked much about it. Just, you know, this is where we're at, and we have extra food and that kind of
So
thing.
you also actually function with a Young Living business, correct?
Yes.
So this has been the thing that I've been hearing, right? With all the epidemic of no hand sanitizer, people have gone to creating their own.
Right.
And I've personally been really curious about this route. How possible is it to either imitate hand sanitizer or actually be able to use essential oils to kill any antibiotics, you know, disinfecting? How does that look like, and what are the oils that you would need?
So with the essential oils, they are not FDA approved, meaning we can't say, take this and it will kill all the bacteria, it will kill virus, you know, things like that. But I do know that, you know, by just everyday living before the virus and everything else came out, I do a lot with essential oils and I love them. I love finding natural remedies and natural ways to support our systems and our bodies. And so, and honestly, that's a big part of our keeping me sane right now too, and just keeping me happy, and just reminding me to have a good attitude and everything, is keeping the diffuser going, because it does help purify the air. And, you know, there's a lot of different ones. One of our favorites with Young Living is Thieves. And they have a whole line of, they have hand sanitizer, which obviously you can't get right now. But we keep, you know, that's in a diffuser in the morning and at night in the kids' bedrooms and things like that, which again was something that we've been using all winter long. We just use it to boost our immune system. And so, and I do have quite a collection that, you know, I've collected over the years. And so this is, we're going to spend a day here soon just making a bunch of stuff that you either can't get right now, or just to continue boosting immune systems. So Thieves is a big one that we like to use. As far as hand sanitizer, what I've heard is that it needs to be at least 60% alcohol to be effective. And so, you know, just looking for alcohol that's at least 60% and using that in there. I actually haven't made my own. I still have some of Young Living, so I'm very grateful for that. But if it comes to it, I will. So yeah.
That is awesome. And I love the topics that we've hit. You know, how does it affect small business? How are you actually getting this across to your children in the home? And also effective ways besides hand sanitizer that will purify the air and can be alternatives by using Young Living essential oils. And you'll be doing live videos, you said, of how to make different things that are missing in the market. That is great. So I will definitely point the direction. I want to thank everyone for watching Sisters Corner. Thank you so much, Alicia Enquist, for joining us today.
Thanks for inviting me. It was great.